Christmas is one of the most widely celebrated holidays in the world, blending religious, cultural, and secular traditions into a festive season that brings joy to billions of people. Its history is rich and multifaceted, encompassing ancient customs, Christian theology, and modern-day commercial practices. The following essay explores the origins, evolution, and global significance of Christmas, providing a detailed account of how this beloved holiday came to be. Origins of Christmas. The history of Christmas begins long before the birth of Jesus Christ, with ancient winter solstice celebrations. In various cultures, the winter solstice, the shortest day and longest night of the year, was a time of feasting and merriment as people anticipated the return of longer days and warmer weather. For example, the Romans celebrated Saturnalia, a festival honoring Saturn, the god of agriculture. Saturnalia was marked by gift-giving, feasts, and a temporary suspension of social hierarchies. In Scandinavia, the Norse celebrated Yule, a midwinter festival that involved burning large logs, known as Yule logs, in honor of the sun. This tradition symbolized light and warmth during the cold, dark winter months. These pagan customs laid the groundwork for many modern Christmas traditions, such as feasting, decorating with evergreen plants, and the focus on light during the darkest time of the year. None of the contemporary Christmas customs had their origin in theological or liturgical affirmations, and most are of fairly recent date. The Renaissance humanist Sebastian Brandt recorded in Das Narrenschiff, 1494, The Ship of Fools, the custom of placing branches of fir trees in houses. Even though there is some uncertainty about the precise date and origin of the tradition of the Christmas tree, it appears that fir trees decorated with apples were first known in Strasbourg in 1605. The first use of candles on such trees is recorded by a Silesian duchess in 1611. The Advent wreath, made of fir branches, with 4 candles denoting the 4 Sundays of the Advent season, is of even more recent origin, especially in North America. The custom, which began in the 19th century but had roots in the 16th, originally involved a fir wreath with 24 candles, the 24 days before Christmas, starting December 1, but the awkwardness of having so many candles on the wreath reduced the number to 4. An analogous custom is the Advent calendar, which provides 24 openings, one to be opened each day beginning December 1. According to tradition, the calendar was created in the 19th century by a Munich housewife who tired of having to answer endlessly when Christmas would come. The first commercial calendars were printed in Germany in 1851. The intense preparation for Christmas that is part of the commercialization of the holiday has blurred the traditional liturgical distinction between Advent and the Christmas season, as can be seen by the placement of Christmas trees in sanctuaries well before December 25. Toward the end of the 18th century, the practice of giving gifts to family members became well established. Theologically, the feast day reminded Christians of God's gift of Jesus to humankind, even as the coming of the wise men, or magi, to Bethlehem suggested that Christmas was somehow related to giving gifts. The practice of giving gifts, which goes back to the 15th century, contributed to the view that Christmas was a secular holiday focused on family and friends. This was one reason why Puritans in Old and New England opposed the celebration of Christmas, and in both England and America succeeded in banning its observance. The tradition of celebrating Christmas as a secular family holiday is splendidly illustrated by a number of English Christmas carols such as Here We Come A-Waysailing or Deck the Halls. It can also be seen in the practice of sending Christmas cards, which began in England in the 19th century. Moreover, in countries such as Austria and Germany, the connection between the Christian festival and the family holiday is made by identifying the Christ child as the giver of gifts to the family. In some European countries, St. Nicholas appears on his feast day, December 6th, bringing modest gifts of candy and other gifts to children. In North America, the pre-Christmas role of the Christian St. Nicholas was transformed under the influence of the poem A Visit from St. Nicholas, or 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, into the increasingly central role of Santa Claus as the source of Christmas gifts for the family. While both name and attire, a version of the traditional dress of Bishop of Santa Claus, reveal his Christian roots, and his role of querying children about their past behavior replicates that of St. Nicholas, he is seen as a secular figure. In Australia, where people attend open-air concerts of Christmas carols and have their Christmas dinner on the beach. Santa Claus wears red swimming trunks as well as a white beard. The Christian adoption of Christmas. The Christian celebration of Christmas began in the early centuries of the Church. According to biblical accounts, Jesus of Nazareth was born in Bethlehem to Mary and Joseph. Christians believe that Jesus' birth fulfilled ancient prophecies of a Messiah, marking the beginning of God's plan for human salvation. While the exact date of Jesus' birth is unknown, the Church chose December 25th to celebrate his nativity, possibly to align with existing pagan festivals and ease the transition to Christianity. In 1775, the first recorded Christmas celebration occurred in Rome in 336 AD, during the reign of Emperor Constantine, the first Roman emperor to convert to Christianity. By the Middle Ages, Christmas had become a significant religious feast in Europe, with elaborate church services, nativity plays and community celebrations. However, some early Puritan groups, particularly in England and colonial America, objected to Christmas's association with pagan customs and sought to suppress its celebration. Evolution of Christmas traditions. Many of the customs associated with modern Christmas developed in the 18th and 19th centuries. The tradition of Santa Claus, for instance, has roots in the story of Saint Nicholas, a 4th-century bishop known for his generosity and gift-giving. Over time, St. Nicholas' legend merged with Dutch folklore and other European traditions, eventually evolving into the jolly figure of Santa Claus, popularized in the United States by writers such as Clement Clarke Moore and illustrators like Thomas Nast. The practice of decorating Christmas trees originated in Germany, where families would adorn evergreen trees with candles, fruits, and other ornaments. This tradition spread to other countries, especially after Prince Albert, the German-born husband of Britain's Queen Victoria, introduced it to the royal court in the 19th century. Gift-giving, caroling, and festive meals also became central elements of the holiday, reflecting both religious and secular influences. Commercialization of Christmas. By the 20th century, Christmas had grown into a global phenomenon, driven in part by commercial interests. Retailers and advertisers capitalized on the holiday's popularity, encouraging consumerism through the promotion of gifts, decorations, and holiday-themed merchandise. Iconic brands like Coca-Cola helped shape modern perceptions of Santa Claus, depicting him as a cheerful red-suited figure in their advertising campaigns. Despite concerns about the commercialization of Christmas, the holiday remains a time of generosity and goodwill. Charitable activities, such as donating to those in need and volunteering, are central to the season. Many people also emphasize the importance of spending time with loved ones, reflecting the holiday's enduring message of love and unity. Christmas around the world. Christmas is celebrated in diverse ways around the globe, reflecting local customs and traditions. In Mexico, Las Posadas reenacts Mary and Joseph's search for shelter, culminating in festive parties. In the Philippines, the Simbang Gabi, a series of pre-dawn masses, is a cherished tradition. In Japan, Christmas is less religious and more commercial, with a focus on romantic dinners and festive decorations. These variations highlight the adaptability of Christmas, which has been embraced by cultures regardless of their religious backgrounds. The history of Christmas is a testament to its enduring appeal and versatility. From ancient solstice celebrations to its establishment as a Christian holiday and its evolution into a global cultural phenomenon, Christmas has brought light and joy to countless generations. While its meanings and practices vary, the holiday continues to inspire acts of kindness, reflection, and togetherness, making it one of the most cherished times of the year.